All right, grade 11s. Let's look at the possible or suggested answers for our test paper that we've just written. All right. Question 1. Tandeka decides to set up a store selling bunny chows. She sells the bunny chow at 15 rands each. She sells the bunny chow at 15 rand each. All right. Then she sells the bunny chows at 15 rand each. Take note of that. It costs her 5 rand and 500. The 500 is to rent the store. This means it's a fixed cost. This is a variable cost. Then this one is going to be the income. All right, let's go to the questions and we see, having summarized our scenario. All right, write down a formula that, write down the formula to represent Tandeka's total income. Now, total income, we said, total income, she sells each bunny chow at 15. So the formula will be 15 times the number of bunny chows. All right. Then they're telling us, hence identify the the dependent variable and the independent. Now, the dependent or the dependent, this will be the income. Why do we say the income? Because the income, for you to get the income, it has to depend on the number of bunny chows. The number of bunny chows. So the number of bunny chows, it's the independent. Then the dependent is the income. You understand? For you to get income, the income has to depend on the number of bunny chows. Okay, crazy. Now, the relationship I'm looking at is the number of bunny chows and the income. The more you sell the bunny chows, the more money you get. You understand? The more you sell, the more you get. So it's increasing. You understand? So it will form a graph that will look like that. As the number of bunny chows increase, so does the income. Okay, let's come down and we see. Copy and complete the table below that represents Tandeka's total income and total cost for marks. So remember, we've already got the income, the formula for income. So income, we shall say income equals to 15 times the number of BCs, which is bunny chow. All right, we shall start with this one here. What does simply mean? At 0, we shall also earn 0. Then 50 times 15, you end up having 750. Then 15 times 100, where you get 1500, which is 1500. Someone can say 1.5. Then 100 times 150 times 15, whereby you get 2050. We are done with income. What about the total cost? Total cost now it's going to change a little bit. Why? She has to spend 500. After spending the 500, then she starts spending 5 rand on each bunny chow. So this is the equation for total cost. All right, let's go on. So now, if we happen to put here at 0, all right, we shall remain with 500. Why? Any number times 0, you get 0. 0 plus 500, you get 500. Now it has changed from 0 to 50. Let's say 500 plus 5 times 50. This happens to be 750. You see that? 750. Then we continue. So here we have 1,000. And we have 1,250. Actually, if we were asked for the break-even point, the break-even point would have been here. All right, because income equals to total what? Expense. You're saying when the total income equals to total expense. So the break-even point is this other one here. All right, that marks the end of question number 1. We go to question number 2. Question number two, we look at what we call an invoice. What's an invoice? An invoice is a financial document that is sent to request for payment. All right, someone has done a job, they're finished doing the job, now they're requesting for the payment. It follows what we call the quotation. A quotation gives a plan on what they will spend or on the proposed prices. Should you accept the job that is done, then we send the invoice to ask for money. All right, here we are. Write down the account number. The account number here, it was somewhere here. Account number. So we shall say the account number is 901 238 900. Wonderful. Write the abbreviation VAT in full. We say V, it's for value. The A, it's for added. Then the T is tax. How many photos of souvenir were requested? Let's go to the, okay, here we are. Photo souvenirs for production team. How many are they? We don't know because this is unit price. That means this is how much it's for photos. So we are looking for the number of photos. So what number was multiplied by 35 to give us 1,050? So it's going to be, the answer here is going to be, we're going to get this other answer here. We divide it by 35. We divide 1,050 divided by 5. 1,050 divided by 5. And the answer became, divided by 35. Not 5. Divided by 35. So your answer becomes 30 photos. These are the photos that we are asked for. Not potatoes, photos. Okay. If the total cost for catering for 15 crew is 9,500 for 3 days, calculate the cost per film crew per day. First and foremost, you will get the 9,500 divided by 3. So we need to know how much is it a day. All right. In a full day, they would have spent 3,667 what? Cents. So this is per day. Then what about per person? So we divide this again by 15. Divided by 15. And the answer ends up being 211 rands and 11 cents. Okay, calculate the total due, VAT inclusive. Show all your calculations. Let's go up here and we see what's happening. So they want us to get this much money. All right, VAT inclusive. Subtotal and VAT is exclusive. That means this money. Sorry. This means these values don't have VAT. So first and foremost, let's add them up. We have 28,000 plus 750 plus 1,050 plus 9,500. We end up having 39,300. Okay. Then total inclusive, what is it going to be? So we shall get this money here and we include the VAT. So allow me to do it from this other side. It will be this much. Okay, let me do it from here. 39,300 times 1,15. Multiply that by 1,15. And the final answer becomes 45,195. Oh, the rand is already shown me there. So that's what we are trying to do. We are saying we add all the values, add all the values, ended up having 39,300. This is VAT exclusive. Then if you're including VAT, we shall multiply by 1,15. Then we ended up having our answer as okay. Question number 3. A school governing board or a school governing body, SGB, of Watersrand Senior Secondary School in Bloemfontein has approved the building of a rectangular long jump pit. Carefully study the given information and answer the questions that follow. So here, first and foremost, look at that. This belongs to measurements. All right, the moment you see this, these are measurements. And in the measurements, please, before you continue, units have to be the same. Units have to be the same. So in EMEA, looking at this is meter, this is centimeters. Let's change the centimeters to meters. We divide by 100. Then we end up having, now it has become, so we have meters. Okay, let's go to the question now next. Define the term perimeter. Perimeter might say total length around a given surface, a given face, a given object. If you move around it, total distance or total length around a given object. Calculate the perimeter of the long jump pit. You see that? So we need length, and we come here, we know our length is 10. Good. You bring the 10, put it here. Plus, what's the width? It's 3,1. Bring the 3,1. You see that? Put everything in the brackets, put the 2. I'm here doing this. This is 1 mark. Right substitution. Okay. We come to 10 plus 3,1. So the final answer becomes, don't forget the units, 26,2 meters. Okay. Continue the next question, which says, calculate the volume of the sand needed to fill the entire long pit. Now, calculate the volume. Now, volume, they have told us. This is what I was telling you. So already we know our length is 10 times our width, which is 3,1. We just changed the depth because it was centimeters. It was centimeters and we made it meters. So we are good to go. So it becomes 0,3. Look at it here. It was centimeters, but we changed it to meters. It's fine. Now we substitute it. Please, you do all your working on the answer sheet. You should not have rough work anywhere else. Don't forget the units. This is 3. Then don't forget it's meters what? Cubed. Because the second the volumes are needed. Okay, it's needed in meters cubed. It's fine. So here we go. That's done. Question number 3.4. Hence, calculate. That means from this answer that you've got, you are continuing to this. They're telling us hence. So therefore, okay. Calculate the cost of filling the sand pit to 95% of its volume if the sand costs 135 rands 99 cents per bag and bags are sold in volumes of 0,8 meters cubed per bag. So we need to know how many bags do we need, because the reason why we need how many bags do we need is because they sell bags, they don't sell volume. But before we look for the bags, we need to first find out how much volume do we need. What volume are we looking at? So it will be 95% of the 9,3. So we get that answer there. 95 times 9,3. So wonderful. We have it as 8,83 meters what? Cubed. Then we divide this by 0,8. We divide that by 0,8. We end up having 11,04. This simply means you need 12 bags. Someone might ask us, why do we need 12 yet this is 0,4? Because should you leave out the 12th, the sand won't be enough. All right? Yes, the 12th will be bought, but it won't be used fully. Some of it will be used anyway. So we now look for the price. So it get 12 times. That is the money that we have. All right. 7 marks. 1, look for the volume that you need to look at. Number 2, look for the number of bags. You bring in the concept, multiply by the money, you end up having the total number there. All right? This concept here also. Those are the things that are needed there. We look at this other one here, 3.5. Members of the SGB traveled 584 kilometers from Bloemfontein to East London. They traveled at an average speed of 120 kilometers per hour. They stopped twice, and it was 20 minutes each stop to refresh up. Use the formula or use the information above and the formula below to determine at what time they will or they arrived in East London if they left Bloemfontein at 8 a.m. So first and foremost, what we have to look at, it's how much time did they spend on the road? That's what we are looking for. But when you look at a scenario that we have, definitely we have the speed, we are not given time, and we have the distance. This is when the triangle comes in. This is when the triangle comes in. The triangle, and we shall say minutes, hours and minutes. So the 4 hours, they are full hours. Then you need to turn the 0,7. So multiply it by 60. So here the answer becomes 52 minutes. So they spent 4 hours, 52 minutes. This was for driving. Now, don't forget, they took breaks of 20 minutes, 2 of them. So we add on the 40 minutes. See that when we add here 40 minutes, we're still looking for the time they spent on the road. So when you add here 40 minutes, you have 2. This could have been 90. So when you add here 40 minutes, you have 2. This could have been 90, but remain with 3, forming 1 hour here. So they spent 5 hours, forming 1 hour here. So they spent 5 hours, 32 minutes. 5 hours, 32 minutes. Now, if they left at 8 plus the 5 hours, 32 minutes, when will they reach? So it's at 13:32. This is your final answer. Logic behind, look for the formula, right formula, substitute in. All right, get the hours, turn them hours, turn them into minutes, add on the breaks, get that, add on the time, get up, everything is done. 2. All right, that is it. I like this, make it what? A fraction. So now, also here we have an imaginary 1. What do we do? Multiply by 1,8 on both sides. In that, this one dies with that. So when you multiply that, what we end up having? We shall end up having 39 times 1,8. You have 70, you have 70,2, which is equivalent to F minus 32. Now, the 32 jumps over here, becoming a plus. It becomes a plus. So when you add on, so the answer became 100. Don't forget, these are degrees what? Celsius. Oh, another person here would have said, let me see. Let me see if I can do it down here. So they're telling us degrees Celsius equals to Fahrenheit divided by 1 comma. Oh, trying to put it in a triangles. So I'm looking for the Fahrenheit here. So the Fahrenheit, I will bring it out because it comes out with this equals to Celsius times 1,8. You understand? I'm just letting you know, oh, how do we do the creation of formulas, right? Making F the subject. Now, I'm here looking at, this is a minus, and we are looking for F, so we want F to remain alone. So that means this one has to jump the equal signs. When it jumps, because it's a minus, it becomes a plus. So if this one migrates to the right-hand side, we remain with F. You understand? Which equals 2 Celsius times 1,8 plus 32. So now you're good to go. You've created your formula. So remember they told you this was 39. Now the formula is complete. You still get the same answer as us. And the answer became that is another way of doing it. Now someone might ask us, in the triangle here, definitely if you're looking for the degrees Celsius, this one will equal to F minus 32 divided by 1,8, which is true. Division can be written like this, or you can write it like that, the normal way. This can also be. Okay. Thank you very much. See you later.